Assiduous. Assiduous. Assiduous.
Is the word of the week.
Assiduous.
What is it, Scott?
Assiduous.
Assiduous?
Assiduous.
What is it?
Assiduous.
Assiduous.
I
Assiduous.
don't know what it is. You know what week this is?
Yes, I do. You told us already.
Yeah, it's a week where a lot of things happen.
Yes.
It's the celebration or remembrance.
Remembrance, yes, of 9/11.
9/11.
Assiduous.
It is the first week of
Football, man. Football, but
So,
American
yeah.
football, not that phony English stuff.
Right.
Assiduous.
it is I don't know what else is it.
What else was it? Oh, well, you told about what you saw on the way to Idaho.
Yep.
No, Utah. But it came from Idaho.
Yep. And we talked about dive bars.
Yes, full of hose.
And we talked about hose later.
Yes.
We can't call them that if they want to be in the union, though, right? Because they're going to be strippers in the union. And then we talked about more people drinking alcohol,
Yes. And which ones of them cheat?
which ones cheat by which alcohol they drink. And then we talked about Al and being a rapper. Al's a rapper, you know.
Yes, especially at Christmas time. He wraps Christmas presents.
And then we talked about, I didn't realize that this show was still this popular, but Ghostbusters has a new video game come out, which actually looks pretty cool.
It really does.
But would I really play games like that? I don't know if I would.
Assiduous.
I do, but I've been playing the same game for 17 years.
Yeah, you play role-playing games.
Yes.
So you might play it and enjoy it, but
Yes.
Assiduous.
I don't know if I would or wouldn't.
Assiduous.
So let's start this thing. Welcome to the Don't Know Show. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott. And this is a tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show, a podcast, a live Twitch stream, and rain, go away, come again some other day.
Yeah, I'm having a severe headache because of the hurricane coming in from California.
Well, yes. You know why the hurricane's coming in from California, don't you?
Because it couldn't make it all the way across the coast.
You. What did you do last week?
I went on a cruise.
That's right. Was there a hurricane on your cruise?
No.
There was not. So what
Maybe a
happened?
drink.
The hurricane said, shoot, I missed Steve on the cruise. I got to go get him in his house.
Oh. Okay.
That's what.
Well, if you go down to whathappened.world down there, you could
Where
see.
is it? Is it over here?
I don't know where it is.
Yeah, it's over there.
But if you go there, you could connect to my social media and you could have seen my posts
That is correct.
from the cruise. And then also this week, it's official. Costco has canceled all their holidays, and we are now on
Christmas.
Yeah, you can't see all of them, but yeah, they have their Christmas decorations up and their Christmas trees up and everything.
It's not even October yet.
Yeah, I know. They've just skipped right past Halloween, and I'm kind of bummed because
There's a lot
I'm
of cool
thinking-
stuff at Halloween.
I'm thinking about buying this. Oh crap!
You're going to buy, oh crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy crap.
Just so you know. Well,
Why will it not pause? Frustrating.
I don't know.
Frustrating. Here we go.
I'm not a little green man. I'm a big green man.
Should we? He's green from outer space.
Yep. It's about time. It's
I
about.
didn't share the right screen, did I?
No, that is our show board.
Okay, let's try sharing again. Try sharing this screen.
Ah!
What do you think?
We've seen that.
Yeah. You think that's something worth buying?
Depends on how expensive it is.
$70.
Worth buying.
Doesn't seem like that's that expensive, but I don't know how good it is.
It's not that that's cheap. No, if that was $20, that'd be awesome. But it's new. So it's worth spending $70 on if you
well,
have.
it's not new. It was here last year, but
It's still
Question is, how
relatively
good is
new.
the quality.
Well,
I haven't seen a lot of them.
I am pretty sure I can tell you how good the quality is just by seeing where all these people are.
But the cool part would be in Vegas. That would be cool. Walk around the strip with that on.
It would be.
So I don't know. I can't tell. I can't-
Although I may be incorrect because that did not look like Chinese on the walls. That looked like German.
Yeah, but it's a Mego store. So MEGOO.
Okay.
So what I want to know is why is everybody changing everything?
Because the world is all about change. No, life is about change, not the world. The world could care less if it changes.
There are a ton of these. Oh, there is a $35 one.
Oh, the seasons change, but not always.
It's with presets. I want to send you this link. And there
You?
used to be a link that you could email stuff to people. But you got to be logged in or something. I don't know.
More than likely, almost everything requires you to be logged in
Yeah,
because otherwise they can't see, track you.
can't track me. Let me put this down
You know,
here.
if they're spending money, they need to get something for it.
Which site? Santa?
Sure.
Okay. I'm sending you the link for that.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of different ones. There's a cheaper one for only $35, but it only has 50 presets.
Yeah, only 50.
Yeah, but they're not cool ones.
It's like, getting a box of 50 crayons versus getting a box of, 75
It's
crayons.
a little different. Crayons, you got to be able to make the artwork. This one, the more they have, the less you have to do, think.
True.
I don't know. So it's Christmas at Costco and probably everywhere else.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
And it's
Okay, well, everybody knows. Well, I guess not everybody knows, but people should realize that all Christmas decor is ordered by the end of January because it gets shipped at the end of August.
well, lately it's been ordered because of the supply chain issues and
That too.
What about tattoo? The plane.
The plane.
They come in on planes or they come in on ships. So getting back to our social media and what we're going to talk about, what's going on in the world and our pictures behind us. So I kind of talked about the picture behind me already, but
True.
we've not talked about the picture behind Scott.
We have not. Should we?
Well, you should, because I have nothing. I have no idea what that is. It looks like grass, trees, and water.
Okay. The caption when I sent this out on my social media,
No, say it isn't so.
it's so, was the groomsmen watching the fog roll over Geneva Lake.
I don't see a groomsman.
These are all groomsmen down here.
Oh, okay. At a quick glance, they look like posts in a fence.
Or little mini shrubs. Yes, I get it. But those, I did it on
Okay.
purpose from the distance because I didn't have permission to put them up, right? So
Right,
here,
right.
it's nothing though. You don't know who they are.
Exactly. But now we do. They're groomsmen.
Well, we know they're groomsmen, but you don't know who they are.
I do.
So, but yeah, this is the first time I'd ever been down here. It's very pretty. This is on part of the Geneva Lake that people of my income structure could not normally be at.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, these are $1 million houses down here.
Nice. Was the wedding at somebody's house?
No, we were doing okay. The groomsmen I picked up at the hotel. Then I took them to the house where the bride and bridesmaids were for the first look. That's the thing, right? With the photographers. So that's what we did. And when we got there, even though we were already 10 minutes late, surprise, the bride was not ready. They're never ready. So they wanted to go down by the lake and stay, cool because it was a beautiful day, except the humidity was a little high. Hence the fog.
So if you go to brides.com, first look, pros, cons, and photos we love. First look wedding photos may not be the newest trend in wedding photography, but they're still a hot topic. As your big day approaches, you're probably wondering whether you want first look wedding photos, or whether you want to wait until you walk down the aisle for your big reveal. What is a first look? Definition. The first look is when a couple sees each other for the first time on their wedding day.
Yes.
This intimate moment typically makes an emotional photo opportunity.
It does.
So, okay.
The wedding I did the very next day was the complete opposite. They still did a first look, but it was at the church. And she did it on purpose because she wanted him to cry in front of everybody. And it worked.
Okay.
Yep.
She could have just shown the movie Old Yeller.
Exactly. But no.
No. So that's cool. So what else did you do this weekend?
Well, that was last weekend. This weekend I had, what did I do? I had a bachelorette party on Friday. I had a wedding yesterday, and today was the Brewers game.
Cool. Did the Brewers win?
The Brewers won, but it was a close game. The Reds had a rally in the top of the ninth inning, but the Brewers shut them down, so they won 7-6. Close game.
So where does this put this? So we still got, finished September and October, right?
Yes.
All right. So where does that put the Brewers in standings?
I believe they're in first place. If they're not, they're 1 or 2 games behind, but they were in first place earlier, but I'm too busy to keep up on it. And then the people that were even talking about
St. Louis is in first place by a lot.
By a lot.
83 to 75.
What are the Brewers?
They're in second place, 83 wins to 75 wins. That's a lot. That's 8 wins difference. That's a lot.
Okay. They were in first place for a long time, but like I said, I've been working. Well, we've talked about this. I'm working and working and working and working and working. I don't keep up on stuff.
And they play again September 13th.
Ooh.
Each other.
So
those are 2-point swings.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
And St. Louis is the favorite. Huh. Who'd have thunk it?
Well, the Cardinals have usually put together a decent showing. My chiropractor is a big Cardinals fan, and that's what he likes to talk about is how even on their off years, they still do well because the team is always well-rounded. They just don't, if they're not in first or second place, it's usually because of injuries or something that's important. The team can still hold their own to at least be good. They always, I guess, what do they call it, above 500?
Sure.
So can't complain about that. Well, the White Sox used to be like that for the longest time. The White Sox were never great, but they were always solid, dead smack in the middle. They were almost never at the bottom.
The Cubs are in third place. You got in the NL Central, you got St. Louis Cardinals, Milwaukee Brewers, and the Chicago Cubs. But they're below 500. They're 58 and 81.
Yeah.
58 and 81.
So there's the big difference between second and third.
Yep. And then Dodgers are NL West. Mets are NL East. Then the American League, you got Houston on top, Cleveland on top, Chicago White Sox, 72 and 69. They're only 1 game out.
Yep.
73 games, 72 games.
And yet you never hear about the Sox, right?
And then the Yankees. I do. I'm a Southsider. I like the Chicago White Sox.
Okay.
You hear about the Sox all the time.
Well, around here, it's all Cubs or Brewers. They're either we're on the state line.
Because you're north side.
Yeah.
You know how far it is? People think of the Chicago White Sox in Wisconsin as might as well be in Mississippi.
I know. It's funny.
It's so far away.
Stadiums are what, like 10 miles apart?
No. They're a little farther than that, but they're not that far. But it's one's on the north side of the city, one's on the south side of the city.
Yeah, but 10 miles is about it.
Well, let's take a look.
Yes, Steve. Yes, let's take a look.
Let's go.
Field. Surprised Jeannie didn't tell us already.
She doesn't know. I know it's 1060 West Addison.
I wonder why you know that.
Yeah, why do I know that? No, seriously, why do I know that?
Well, you said you were a fan.
No, of the Cubs?
Oh, yeah, you're a Sox fan. Oh, you probably delivered there forever when you worked for Kraft.
Yeah, it could have been.
Oh, she's at work, so she can only watch and listen, not participate.
Wow, you are closer than you think, dude. How far did you say it was apart?
10 miles.
You are wrong by 1 mile.
So is it 9 or 11?
It's 9, yeah.
There you go. See, I told you they weren't that far apart. Because I've been to both stadiums, and I remember they weren't that far apart.
It's so close, they show the distance by biking.
Isn't that funny?
It's only an hour if you bike it. If you drive it, it's 2 hours. It's 22 minutes. It's 22 minutes and 11 miles if you drive it. or 24 minutes and 10 miles if you drive it. It's shorter if you bike it. Not in time wise, but distance wise.
Yes.
That's funny. What if you take mass transit? Ooh.
Oh, yeah. It's the red line.
1 minute. But there it is. You take the red line. Right there, baby. But yeah, you can get there from here. So that's cool. But yeah, it's not that far away. But you know, if you talk to people, they're like, oh, I couldn't go there. It's so far away.
Dude, it's like going from my house to Lake Geneva. What? We do that all the time. It's nothing.
Well, it's all relative. It all depends on what you
Yeah, they're
think
aunts
of
and
it.
uncles.
But what week is this?
This is the week of Grizz.
Right. So what day is this?
Soggy day. Sunday, sun. Oh no, it's Monday.
Wow. You are so you know, it's only been 20 years. 20 years, 22 years.
Well,
When did
how
it
old are the
happen?
kids?
It happened in 1. So that would make this 22, would make it 21 years.
21 years.
21 years ago it happened. Say today's date.
September 11th. 9/11.
There you go. Now you know.
You know, I've been so crazy work. And you know, here's what's really weird. Normally every year there's stuff on the radio or on, of course, I never saw TV today until I got home. And then we watched the show right away.
Watch what show?
The Expanse.
Oh. Look at that shot. There's a second
Yep.
plane right there.
Oh, you know, that's fake, right? Just drives me crazy.
I'm just going to do my moment of silence while you wreck this for everybody in America. All right, so that's the day, but what's the week? Again, you don't watch news or anything like that, so you would
Nope.
know that this is bum 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 bum. That's NFL football.
Oh, is this the opening weekend of the real game, not the preseason?
Yep.
Aha.
And remember how I said that the NFL is actually a TV show, and it's kind of like wrestling at this point. They have themes.
Yes.
You know, it's predetermined who's going to win or lose, but they have themes as to what they're going to do. So this was the week of the pickoff from the quarterback because it's early in the season. So they figured all people believe that. And the week of we're going to kick a 55-yard field goal, or we're going to miss a 30-yard field goal that could win us the game. So that was the theme for the NFL this week.
Okay. Because the laces were not the correct direction, right?
Oh, one of them, yeah, it was a high snap and the laces were wrong. It was the knuckleball. There were 3 donks, I think. I mean, they were good sounds. They hit them crossbar. You bong, bong, bong. So yeah, those were good.
You know, I always thought that they should hang chimes from them so it would really make music.
Nah, I like the way it sounds when it hits it. But yeah, it was interesting week. The Steelers barely won in overtime, and Bledsoe threw 5 interceptions. That's the other team's quarterback.
Okay.
So when the other quarterback gives you 5 interceptions and you barely win a game and you have to go to overtime and you're probably going to lose the game, that's pretty sad. Then,
wow. Yes, that's like sucky.
Yeah, Indianapolis and Houston, they ended up with the tie, so they couldn't go anywhere. But a lot of weird games. Like Tampa Bay and Dallas is going on right now, so we're missing Manning playing. But yeah,
Well, that explains why so many people are watching this tonight because they don't want to watch the crappy football.
Yeah, but yeah, your guys didn't do so good.
What did they do?
Surprised. They lost. Minnesota kicked their butt.
Okay.
So Favre was picking the guys off down the sideline like crazy. Just bing, 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 play after play after play. But he couldn't get in the end zone. And then Cousins, is it Kirk Cousins? Is the quarterback for the Vikings? He was just popping them down over everybody's head, going to him for touchdowns. So it was 7-23. Minnesota Vikings win. Green Bay loses.
Yeah, Green Bay doesn't usually lose by that much.
It was terrible. They dominated the clock and the sideline for passes, like beating the guys all day long. They could not get in for the touchdowns. It was a very weird day of games.
Yes.
Game of days.
Where was the game?
Where was what game? In Minnesota?
Was it in Green Bay or was it Minnesota? Minnesota? Okay.
Yeah. It was in Minnesota. And
don't get me wrong. The fact that they lost by that much is surprising, but if that was home, that would have been shocking.
And you want the realest shocker?
Sure.
Chicago Bears versus San Francisco.
Ooh.
10-19. Can you believe that? Chicago won. Yeah. Justin Fields looked terrible, but oh well.
You do realize that the Bears do win once in a while. The Bears.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
But thank you for playing.
I don't think they've ever had a shutout season.
I don't know about that, but pretty bad.
I know they've had some really crappy seasons, but I don't think they've ever had a shutout.
Have the Chicago Bears ever been shut out?
Talking about for a whole season, not just for a game.
Chicago Bears had a season with
no
wins. By chance, these 2 decades are the only decades the Bears history franchise has not won or played an NFC championship. Oh, the franchise posted their worst regular season record, 1-13. So so
that's
the Bears
bad.
ever gone undefeated? While the Bears have undefeated regular seasons. I can't find the opposite. So it's got to be one.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember what TV show it was. I think it might have been like Coach or something like that. And one of the teams that they played against had never won a game, and they ended up winning it at the end, which was TV, but still.
Yeah, that happens. Teams lose.
Teams that are supposed to be the best lose.
So I drove.
Peggy crazy?
I drove to Utah on Wednesday, just over the border. It's only an hour, 2-hour drive.
Okay. And
I saw this go in the opposite direction. Not the bear, but this giant trailer with a big baked potato on it that says it's real.
Real.
Only mine said, did it say it's real or did it say is it real? But God, look at this thing. Idaho potatoes are big on nutrition. The Big Idaho Potato Tour. Call us, oversized load, right? So I saw this thing going upstairs. I'm like, what the heck is that? So I had to look it up. Can you believe that this thing is from a program or a campaign, a 1-year campaign that started in 2012?
It's still going?
10 years. There's 4 of these trucks. The Big Idaho Potato starts its 9th nationwide adventure. I don't know if this is from this year.
Yeah.
But can you believe that?
It's pretty cool. Go down on the next window.
With this one?
Yeah, keep going down.
This one?
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to see.
Oh, is it real? It's not real. Unfortunately, the roams out of the back of the semi-truck isn't real, but it's pretty convincing. The massive potato weighs a whopping 4 tons. It's 802 times heavier than the largest potato ever grown, 11 pounds.
Still, think about that. An 11-pound potato is pretty freaking big.
Yeah. If you were wondering, fun fact, potato size would take over 7,000 years to grow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, seeing it in person. But yeah, so I just thought that was weird. I think they said they got 4 of them now.
Hey, look, it's like Mr. Potato Head.
Well, that's their character dude, yeah.
Of course.
They should throw him on a conveyor belt.
Highland Valley Summit, elevation 3,782 feet.
There you go. There's
That is a beautiful shot.
and that's kind of what it looked like going in the opposite direction. See, now one says, is it real?
Right.
Look at that. Make 1 million fries. 7,000
Million
years,
plus
4 tons.
fries.
Depends on how you cut them. Why did potato cross the road?
There was your fork up ahead, man. Didn't want to get forked.
Upcoming events. Yeah, see, so Reno, upcoming events. So let's see where upcoming events. Why or where it was. Tour schedule. See, look at them all.
Oh, my goodness. They come to Chicago? Wisconsin.
Apparently.
Where do they go in Wisconsin? It looks like lacrosse.
Like Madison.
Oh, yeah, it's Madison.
Actually, north
No,
of Madison.
it's north of Madison, Sun Prairie.
Yeah, weird, right?
Yeah.
Paul, that's a past event.
Who
Oh,
would
here
have
we go.
tunked it?
So it must have been going to Stingray Bob's Grand Prix because September 8th to the 11th
Right.
when I saw Salinas, then Washington. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Get it?
I
Eyes.
do. Mhm.
There's eyes on potatoes.
And you peel the eyes. Well, you peel the
Oh,
skin.
I didn't even get that.
Okay.
I did get that.
Of course you did. Cool beans. I like that because here in Wisconsin, our potatoes are usually russets.
I would have never, yes, exactly. And I would have never have known. Yeah, here it says that is 10 crosscut journey. I would have never known if I wouldn't have seen it, looked it up. I would not have known that this existed. It's existed for a decade.
Yep. Cool. I like it.
That's freaking hilarious. The next subject is 3 subjects all in a row. Do
Okay.
you want to do them
Yes, we have time.
and then do it, or do you want to skip?
No, go ahead and do
At
it.
some point, do like 2 and then sweep the
Well,
half hour with the other
We'll
one?
see what happens. Sometimes you go fast. I mean, I've seen you go through subjects in 2 minutes. Woof, 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 and done.
So we were talking about dive bar ice cream.
I remember that.
And then I found this unusual dive bar in Wisconsin.
No, we don't have dive bars in Wisconsin.
Yeah, apparently you do. You have
Okay.
the plywood.
One of the
dive
biggest
bar.
requests that we get is, hey, can you take us to some dive bars? It's like, well, what do you consider a dive bar?
Well, this dive bar is too far away from you. Madua. This is up by like Minnesota.
Yeah.
This
was
is
gonna say,
way
that's up by
north here,
Superior.
Duluth.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is way, way up north. So
Yep. That makes perfect sense.
you can't go there. But yeah, it looks like it was old bar. They just put plywood up. I mean, I don't know how this is the Plywood Palace. I mean, I don't know how it's safe or whatever. Enter at your own risk, yeah. But there's bras and dollar bills hanging from the ceiling.
Of course.
There's the bar and the bar refrigerator. Gloomsday, a bunch of. There's your bathrooms. I'd have to say that's a dive.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, if that's the case, then I need to find the 8 best dive bars in New Zealand.
Okay. Sure. Mrs. Casey Marie would love this.
So this does not look like a dive bar, though.
It does not.
That looks like a dive bar.
Okay. I'll concur.
Okay. The whammy, the wine cellar. I like the name. Grand Central. More of a hipster kind of bar with the paintings on the wall and that, you know. This one, the Racket, one of the least divious areas in Auckland, you'll find the Racket Bar. I'm that's not a dive bar.
No.
The King's Arms. That's not okay. So New Zealand has a different meaning for a
I
dive
agree.
bar. I mean, these are dive bars. Moe's. That's not a dive bar.
No.
That could be like a neighborhood bar.
Yes.
A dive bar. I mean, in San Francisco, I've been to bars like this in San Francisco. Vulture's Lane. Not okay. Again, not a dive bar. And this is very hip. Look at it. It's not a dive bar, the red bar.
Exactly.
So, ding dong.
Ding dong, witch is dead.
Again, hipster stuff on the walls.
Sure.
When the King's Arms finally transformed. Yeah. So I'm like, no. I'm just no. So I don't.
False advertising.
That's the only dive bar. The
Right.
wine cellar.
I will agree with you 100%
The
on
bar
this.
stools and the stuff hanging from, that's a dive bar. Okay. So then I said, okay, what are the top dive bars in the world?
Ooh.
So unfortunately, a lot of them are here in the United States.
Of course.
So I don't know if that's necessarily accurate. But this is dive bar, saloons, and taverns where the vibe is unbeatable. Okay. Hunold's First and Last Chance Saloon. Kind of looks like a dive bar. Alpine Inn.
It's made from the remains of a whaling ship. That's cool.
Yeah. Under the Hill Saloon. I think those are army men glued to the ceiling. I don't know. Cocktail Lounge in San Francisco. Nah, I don't know. But look, Antwerp, Belgium. Cafe Brevin.
Interesting.
Looks more like an eclectic bar than a dive bar.
I would also concur.
Those pictures. So I don't know. Too far away from Andrew because this is Antwerp, right? So Andrew can't go check it out for us. Last Chance Saloon, Alberta, Canada. Looks more like just the Last Chance Saloon.
Yeah.
Year in now. Circus Tavern. Okay, this could be. No, that's not dive bar. The smallest bar in Europe, the biggest welcome in the world. Okay, so no. Tiny water. So that's not a dive bar. I think we have to come up with I think we have an opportunity here, Scott, to actually go around and name dive bars.
Okay.
Because this is more like a dive bar. Right? Finn's Irish Pub, but is in Maine, right? But look,
Right.
It's not really a dive bar.
No.
The bills are on the wall too neat.
Exactly.
Well, whatchamacallit, Blarney Island's more of a dive bar than this.
Right.
Um,
Trust me, there's at least 6 dive bars in this area alone.
right?
And they're done that way on purpose.
Is this Opers? Where's this at? Switzerland?
Switzerland.
See,
200 years old.
this is like pretending to be a dive bar.
Right.
This is kind of like where you go right on the walls at the pizza place.
Yeah.
Again, not. So I'm kind of disappointed what these people think our dive bars are. Okay, yeah, if there were bras hanging off of here and panties hanging off here and dollar bills. See, the dollar bills are too neat on the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah, that's too neat. That's too neat. You're not a
Don't
dive
need
bar.
mine.
You're not a dive bar. Orleans, no.
I hate when that
Good
happens.
Springs, that
One has potential.
This one has
The
potential.
one in Jamaica for sure.
Jamaica, man. If it's clean inside, you can't. No, that's a dive bar.
Yeah.
There ain't any pictures inside.
And that's a double dive bar.
You can just dive. Yeah.
You can dive in the water right after you're done when you're too drunk.
So
Sober
that's
up,
not-
dive on in.
Key West, Captain Tony's, Tiki. This could be a dive bar.
It's potential, yeah.
Though
Especially with the skull up there.
The Delirium is supposed to be a dive bar, right? In Belgium. Yeah, see a bunch of crap over the walls and
Yep.
the ceiling and stuff like that. This is kind of a dive bar. It's more of a tchotchke bar. Yeah, that's more of a tiki bar. That's not really a dive bar. That's a wannabe.
Yep.
So I'm disappointed in the 23 dive bars. But the Delirium bar didn't even make the list, and that's supposed to be a dive bar in Belgium. So I don't know.
Me neither.
I just don't know, Scott. I don't know.
It's because it's a don't know show, so it sort of makes sense.
All right. So next subject, or bring it for the.
Well, yeah, we are there, so why not?
Why not what?
Why not do the halfway?
Okay. Do it.
Oh,
Do it. Do the genuine positivity. Scott Thomas is going to leave. Goodbye, Scott.
bye.
We won't miss you. Funguy The Entertainer will come in. We'll leave and have Funguy The Entertainer.
Oh, how are you?
That would be funny if you actually could get up and go around behind the green screen really quick. We didn't see it and come in from the other side with a different shirt on.
Oh, yeah, that would work. All right. Laughing when you want to cry is like smiling when you want to frown. It breaks the hold of negativity, and soon your smile and laughter are real.
Yay. But so speaking of smiling and laughing, I have decided based on the news that we are in worse shape as a society, as a world,
Yes.
than they're letting on. And the reason I say that is because of our last subject, dive bars, dive bar ice cream. What else were they turning into alcohol?
Soda pops.
Soda pops. Yeah. All the new sodas that are coming with alcohol. So alcohol is how you drown your sorrows, right? You go to get away, and you get drunk and you escape. That's why people get drunk, right? To escape
Theory,
reality.
yes.
So somebody else has jumped on the bandwagon, the booze bandwagon, as it were.
Okay.
Okay. So
Did they buy a ticket?
If you are not 21 or older, you have to leave.
Okay.
21 or older, yes.
But you can lie like a lot of people do.
Look at this. Dunkin doesn't mix pack. That's right. Harpoon Alcohol, Harpoon Brewery, has teamed up with Dunkin Donuts. And they made mixers. You've got Dunkin Pumpkin, Dunkin Midnight, Dunkin Blueberry Matcha IPA, and Dunkin Maple Cream.
Dip a canoe?
There they are. Dunkin Pumpkin, Dunkin Midnight, Dunkin Blueberry Matcha, and Dunkin Maple Cream. Weird, huh?
Weird.
All from Harpoon.
Harpoon.
Isn't that weird?
Very.
You could visit them.
I won't bother.
Boston, and Windsor, and Worcester. Is that Worcester or Worcester?
That's Worcester.
Or Worcestershire? There's a beer finder.
Here. Beer here. Beer here. Ice cold beer here.
You can find beer, but yeah, Dunkin Donuts has jumped on the bandwagon. Isn't that weird? Next week, we'll talk about how bartenders can tell if you're going to cheat based on what beer you order. Did you know that?
I did know that.
You did?
Yep.
Why'd you know that?
Because I saw that earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's on next week's show. So you'll have to. So I'm sweeping the shows. I'm trying to tie the shows together.
I see. So, folks, if you want to find out more, you have to watch next week's show too. Yeah, I get it.
So what holiday is coming up? And not Christmas, according to
my birthday.
When's that?
Next week.
16?
Yep.
When's that?
Friday.
Friday the 16th. Ooh. Scarier than Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
So this holiday is coming up, Halloween. And I didn't realize that this movie was still as popular.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Yeah, we saved the world a few times. But between that, we provided a needed service to the masses. That's where you come in. We're passing the torch, or better yet, passing the particle thrower, giving you the tools. Now let's see if you have the talent. Keep your head up and your equipment charged. team working together to watch each other's back.
Now, I know you're still a ghost-busting trainee, but there's much more here than meets the eye. Take a look at this. You have the chance to see firsthand what exists on the other side. Catching ghosts is only the half of it.
So you want to play as a ghost? I'd like to see you try to take on my team.
Interesting.
It makes the game look really cool.
It does.
So yeah, so they're gonna
During the off season, I just might have to try it.
Yeah, and you can play it as the ghost too, which is kind of cool.
Yes, it reminds me of. Oh my goodness gracious! When you could be the Zerg, you could be the Marines, or you could be the. Oh, there are 3 races, and you could play all 3 races.
Oh, I didn't know that. But there's also Grand Theft Auto where you can be the cops.
Okay.
Yeah, not only be the crooks, but you can be the cops too. But yeah, kind of cool, huh?
Very much so. But now that I did that, now I have to look it up.
Look up what?
What game has ZERG? Zerg. Mine, well, StarCraft. That's what it was. StarCraft.
Oh, okay.
I played that game to the end for as all 3 races.
All right. Well, since you killed my segue to the next story,
That's okay.
like
You do that to me all the time. So there.
But my segues are good.
So are mine.
Your segues are literally, and the next story is going to be this.
No.
That's
Almost
not a
never that.
segue. So I was going to Grand Theft Auto.
Yes,
Grand
I
Theft
know why
Auto-
you were doing that too.
Why?
You need a new car.
No. And what can you play in Grand Theft Auto?
The cops,
Or
the criminals,
the
tow truck driver.
strippers.
Ooh, they have strippers in the game.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, I guess you could dress up your character when you're a bad guy as a stripper, but yeah, they have strippers.
Okay.
And then you could be in the union
Okay.
because you saw that the strippers at North Hollywood are trying to be get into the union with actors equity again
Okay.
because they are performers.
Yes,
They're
they
live
are.
performers, and they're trying to going to the union.
Sure.
So, as unionizing campaigns sweep workplaces across the country, they now include a club in North Hollywood. Now, this club has tried before to, and you ready for this? Here's the best tie-in of all. A majority of the dancers are employed at Star Garden Topless Dive Bar.
You tied that in good.
I didn't even
No,
realize
that
was
just
the
worked out.
tie-in.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
hey, whoever said it is right.
So-
Sometimes
so-
luck is better than the skill.
So yeah, I would rather be lucky than good. You can practice and get good.
Yeah.
You can practice and get better. I don't know any practice to get lucky.
Well, not that kind of lucky anyway.
I don't even know how to practice to get that kind of lucky. Let's just walk up to the odds and go, "Hi, would you like to sleep with me? Hi, would you like to sleep with me?" And after you get slapped about 99 times, you might get one that says, "Sure."
Exactly. They had
I don't think that's
Big
practice.
Big Bang show like that.
Did they?
Yes. One of the early shows where the one friend of the guys said that he would go to the girl's apartment. When she left the room to get something, he was stripped naked. And it was a 50-50 shot that he'd either get thrown out or he'd get lucky.
50-50?
Yep.
Then that must have been the good looking dude that was dating Penny.
No, he was an average looking dude and he did get Penny.
Huh?
She left the room, came back, he was naked, and he looks at, what the hell? And she says, why not?
Yeah. Weird. I don't remember that one.
But yeah, well, like I said, it's one of the probably first season, second at the absolute latest. But I'm thinking it was first. So what kind of beer does it take to know?
That's next week's show, remember?
Oh, You didn't move it.
Yeah, I did.
I'm still looking at it.
Refresh it.
Do, 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 do.
Oh, did I leave it in there?
Yeah. It's there.
Should we do it this show or should I thought
It doesn't matter. We've still got 15 minutes.
We still got a bunch more subjects.
Okay. Pick the ones you want. You put them in there.
You pick the ones you want. You want to do it?
Sure. Why not?
I thought I moved them though. Let me see if I moved them and just copied them and pasted them.
Because I'm not a big fan of the tennis dude.
Hold on. He's got to go bye-bye because I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Abi Waba.
You'll be right back.
No, I said Abi Waba.
You'll be right back. Where are you going?
You were on the show and you didn't even know it. I didn't make him freak out this time, but I got him on.
I can't find it. I tried searching it.
Okay.
I think it was a good-looking guy. Where her boyfriend, the guy who became Superman. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I remember this guy was one of the average Joe types, and
You
he was.
don't remember good enough to tell us what show it was.
Of course not, because do I remember much of anything?
What'd you have for lunch today?
Ooh, I had something really freaking awesome for lunch today. I had a Southwestern egg roll. Homemade. It was the Brewers game. Everybody brought a dish to pass and they made a buffet. And this lady made these Southwestern style egg rolls and they were freaking insanely good.
Did you bring a dish to pass also?
No, I was the driver. I didn't know anything about it. I just got there, picked up, and they brought all the stuff on the bus.
So were you not cooking?
No. Would not have been able to cook today.
Oh, because you can't tailgate anymore at the county stadium, right?
Well, sure you can.
Well, it's not
County
called County
Stadium.
Stadium.
Am
Field,
Field.
right?
Well, it hasn't been County Stadium in 30 years. It's been Miller Park.
Well, that's because I don't go there anymore.
Yeah. Now it's Am Field.
So let's put it this way. I think the last time I was there, it was still called County Stadium.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Well, County Stadium is no longer there. So it's gone. They demolished it. They built Miller Park on a different ground next door for all practical purposes. See how much you pay attention to sports?
Wow.
That's why all the counties east of us have an extra 0.5% sales tax on everything to help pay for the stadium.
Really?
Really?
But they still have that. They still have that tax.
Of course. Why would they give it up?
But they changed the name and got sponsors to pay for that. So
That
you
is
wouldn't
correct.
have to.
That is correct.
So why are you still paying?
Oh, silly, Steven.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Silly. They don't give up free money ever.
I mean, we don't talk politics, but
Did I
I
say
don't
anything about
I don't-
politics? I just
don't
said
understand.
they. I didn't blame anybody in particular.
I don't understand.
Sure you do. It's
There's
called
no
greed.
way. There's no way that the government wouldn't solve the money. They would just throw money at it to give it to people to make them shut up and go away. There's no, I don't believe it. No.
Well, on your own time, you could look it up, and then next week go, I don't believe it, but it's true.
I don't believe it. It can't be. It can't be. It cannot be. It cannot be. It cannot be. That doesn't happen that way. I'm telling you, I don't know who I'm going to vote for this year.
I do.
You do?
Yep.
Please tell me.
Me.
Because one of the guys is under federal investigation. Our governor's under federal investigation. And the other representative, the other guy is going for governor, doesn't believe in women's rights. So one guy's a crook. Well, they're all crooks. So do I just take the crook that's a crook and not anything else? Or do I take the guy who's a crook and doesn't believe in women's rights? And then you got the one representative that's running here wants to just spend all our money on everybody else's stuff and keep giving it away, or the other guy who wants the companies to make money because he has stock in all the companies,
Right.
and therefore when they make money, he makes money.
Of course.
So I have nobody to vote for. We need to completely throw out the entire system.
It's screwed up, but they won't throw it out because the hardcore people on both ends make great media, and the media loves it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Unfortunately, all of us people who realize that I'm going to say 80% of the people are in the middle, but the 20% that are on the fringes are 10 times louder than the 80%.
Well, the politicians they're terrible.
Yep.
They have no idea who to vote
Because
for.
real people don't want to be politicians, or honest people don't.
Well, they
most
can't get
honest
in.
people.
I mean, why would you spend $2 million to get a $20,000 a year job?
Right. So, but anywho's, let's go to something more interesting, or excuse me, not because this is interesting, but let's go to something more positive.
Okay. If your guy drinks Coors Light, he's probably a nice guy.
Okay. It's a average beer.
Then it's Bud Light. If your fiance or husband or boyfriend, your sneaky link is drinking Bud Light. He's probably gay. What? All right.
No, sorry.
Let's see if I don't know if I can get this to play. I should have. I don't have this program.
I have quite a few gay friends because I'm an entertainer. And I will tell you right now, none of them drink Bud Light.
Yeah. Watch me log in. Let's see what'll play here.
Is your boyfriend cheating on you based off of his favorite beer? In my credentials, I work at a bar, and I've had horrible relationships, and they've all drank something different. So listen up. Coming in at number 1, we have Coors Light. If your boyfriend is drinking Coors Light, he's probably a nice guy. He's sweet, he's whatever, and you don't have any doubts, but he's definitely flirting with bitches at the bar. I can tell you that right now. He probably ain't taking them home, but he's flirting. He's cocky, he's just a hoe. Number 2, we got Bud Light. If your fiance, your husband, your boyfriend, your sneaky link, whatever he is drinking Bud Light, he's gay, babe. On to the next. All right, we got Miller Lite. If you sit down at a restaurant and he orders a Miller Lite, marry him. Propose. Right there. He is going to build you a barnuminium. He is going to buy you a cow. He is the cutest little country boy. And he loves you. And he will never cheat on you. If a girl comes up to him, he's going to pimp slap that hoe. Okay? On to the next. All right, this one is going to make people very upset. But we got Michelob Ultra. If he's drinking Michelob Ultra, leave him. As soon as he orders it, get up and leave. Because he's cheating on you. He's taking him home. It isn't even just like little flirting or texting or whatever. No, he's taking him home. He probably has another marriage somewhere, kids, baby mama that you do not know about. Leave. He's a hoe. He's bad. All right, now we got Keystone. If he's drinking Keystone, he beats you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. God.
That's it. He fucking beats you.
At least
On to the
this
next.
one's semi-close.
Now we got Busch Light. I've met a couple guys that, some of them are hoes and the other ones are really nice, but majority of Busch Light drinkers, sweethearts. Sweethearts. They're not better than Miller Lite. No. But they'll treat you right. Thank you.
Okay, that poor girl's got some problems with her relationship.
Yes, she does.
I mean, she's in a bar and she's hanging out with all the wrong guys. They're all trying to hit on her.
All the gay guys I know, they don't drink beer. They drink wine.
There's a part 2 to this.
Is your boyfriend cheating on you based off of his favorite beer? Part 2. Coming in at number 1, we got Budweiser. Your husband, boyfriend, fiance, whatever he is drinking Budweiser. You're safe. You're safe. He might look at some ass or whatever, but he won't cheat on you. He does probably smell like cigarettes and cow shit, but we love Budweiser. Number 2, we got Natty Lights. I don't even think anybody buys these at the bar I work at, but anyway. Natty Lights. If your boyfriend is drinking Natty Light, you're safe. You're completely safe. You want to know why? Because he can't get anybody else. That girl's going to see that he's drinking Natty Light, and she's going to be like, next. He has no taste. He has no taste. He probably drives to work with no radio. He doesn't listen to music. He's boring. Now we got Corona. If your boyfriend, whatever he is drinking Corona, he's a sweet talker. You will never know he's cheating on you, but he is. Check his DMs. All right. PBR. If he's drinking PBR, we love him. He fixes your car for free because he's most likely a mechanic. But anyway, he will never cheat on you. He won't even look. He probably tips the waitress over 20%. Thank you. We love you. Bye. All right, we got Modelo. If he's drinking Modelo, he's spicy. He is the most romantic person ever. He keeps it spicy. And he doesn't cheat on you because you guys have the best relationship. Modelo for the win. Coming in last but not least, we got Coors Banquet. If he is drinking Coors Banquet, he's cute. He rides a bull. He makes it 8 seconds, you know. But he's fucking bitches in his trailer at the rodeo every weekend.
Not if you only last
I
8
don't make
seconds.
the rules.
Not in the last 8 seconds.
Yep.
Well, so there it is. Didn't realize she had such a potty mouth. But yeah, weird, huh?
It's definitely weird. She's doing her show, and it was fine. You know, people are going to watch it. You watched it. We watched it.
We put it on our show so people would watch our show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if those are accurate. Maybe for her part of the world. I don't know wherever that is, but definitely rural with a bunch of cowboys. All right. So you wanted to talk about Al.
Al. Oh, Al. Yes. Good old Al, your buddy.
Yep. Al's in trouble.
Uh-oh. We don't like it when Al gets in trouble.
Nope. Al got signed to a contract with Capitol Records.
Yay. Wait, I thought you said it was trouble. That sounds good.
Yeah, immediately got deleted.
Why would they delete Al?
The public did not like Al at all. Public said Al is not a rapper. Al is not representative. And Al is, for lack of a better term, a musical blackface.
Okay.
So what did you have to say about Al?
Well, that's the end of the show.
Well, you told me you wanted to talk about it first.
Yes, at the end of the show.
This is the end of the show.
Well, we
time.
we have 7 minutes.
Well, I thought you were going to talk about this.
Okay. Well, not about Al in particular, is because of the word of the week.
Well, okay, fine. Then let's do something else.
You have another Al?
And we'll come back to Al. No, I don't have any more Als.
Okay.
Let's talk about
Sex toys at Toys R Us.
what?
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. There's a gazillion toys there that I could play with. Like, never mind.
I don't even know where to go with this.
It's okay.
The girl comes on with a potty mouth and you immediately just totally train wreck the show.
Well, you know why? Because I don't have a potty mouth. I have a potty mind, but not a potty mouth.
All right. So how do we do the toys? How do we save this Toys R Us story now?
Well, something about Gravitex track.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
It doesn't?
The Toys R
there's
Us story
two
is
Toys R
completely-
Us. You surprised me. I didn't notice that there were two of them.
This is why reading is fundamental.
It's
I
a
don't know what
good.
to do. I have no idea how to save this at this point.
It's a good idea that I have better than a third grade education.
You need to save this.
Okay. Al is the new Top Gun wingman.
That's next week's show.
And you didn't move it again.
Well, we weren't supposed to get to it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, since we've actually wasted our time, will you be confused, which is not normal for you? You're normally not
No.
that confused.
No, now we got to do the Toys R Us thing.
Okay. So
Save it.
Save it.
What is the Toys R Us story?
Toys R Us. What will they be? Apparently, they're changing their name.
They are?
Well, aren't they out of business? I thought they went out of business.
I thought so too. What are you talking about?
Toys R Us locations, full list of Macy's stores where iconic toy retailers reopened. They reopened. Wow. They've reopened in 9 states with dozens more locations set to open before the holiday shopping season. And they're open in 9 and another 19 states are set to open before the holiday. Wait a minute. This has got to be old because the 2022 season started already. You already showed us that. Right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your background.
You have me so
We're already
wrong.
in the holiday season.
Oh, that's Costco. All right, look. This is the list of open Toys R Us stores at local Macy's. So Macy's is bringing back Toys R Us as of August 2022, but there's going to be more. Look, California. Look at all the ones in California.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Look, Georgia's going to have 3. Illinois is going to have one in Joliet in the Louis Joliet Mall at the Macy's there. Maryland's going to have 2. Missouri.
Nevada's got 2.
Missouri,
Ooh.
Nevada, the Henderson Galleria Mall, and the Summerlin Las Vegas. Those are 2. I think those are really the only 2 malls. The other ones are all prime outlet malls or outlet malls.
Right.
And then New York.
I'm surprised not Wisconsin because we used to have a bunch of Macy's here.
Do you have Macy's there anymore, though?
That might be the thing. They may all be gone because guess what else I haven't had time to do in 6 freaking months?
Have a brain?
Go to the mall. I don't even know if we even have any malls still open around us. I think they're all gone.
I don't know. I have no idea. But now I'm trying to figure out how to segue from the toys back to Al. So there's an AI rapper, and you don't even, I ask you to go with the joke, and you don't even go with the joke anymore. I think I'm just going to kill the Al joke because you don't support it. You don't support me in my work.
Dude, if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter. You didn't say to be an Al supporter.
Yes, I actually did.
Oh, damn.
Multiple times on the show. I've actually told you that the joke only works if you explain it.
No, you said if I explain it, it's not a joke anymore.
No, I said it's not funny if you have to explain it.
Oh, but it doesn't need to be funny. We just have to explain it so people realize that Al is actually AI because if you use capital A and capital L, or no, small L looks like Al.
Capital A, capital I looks like a capital A with a small L.
Yes,
you
that's
can't even get it right. You don't support me. I
tried supporting you, and you passed gas, and I passed out.
I want alimony. I want you to pay me money.
Wait a minute. You make like 5 times more than me. You should be
send me checks. You need to send me checks. But you're the reason we're getting the divorce.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you something.
So there was this rapper called FN Mika, and they're putting out all kinds of rapper songs.
Okay.
And he actually they actually signed him to Capitol Records. But then the public outcry was like, this is not good because, rap music belongs to the people, not to a computer. A human performs the vocals for Mika, and the voice most often being Kyle the Hooligans, as revealed by Jacques Morale. And the AI also collaborates with other AIs as co-writers. So a bunch of people. But it did its first TikTok posting like over 3 years ago. And it has over 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
It's impressive.
500,000 monthly listeners on the music list. So
I love it.
They signed this virtual one, and there was over 10 million followers. And he debuted his first single called Florida Water. right?
Okay.
The Gunna, featuring Gunna was actually incarcerated when it got released. So how crazy is that? But they invested money and they said that Mika represents the complete bastardization, colonization, and whitewashing of hip hop and the total control of black music altogether. That's some pretty harsh stuff.
Yeah. I remember they said that about Eminem too. I don't get it. But okay.
Yeah. The artificial rapper is a direct insult to the black community for its amalgamation of gross stereotypes, appropriate mannerisms that derive from black artists, complete with slurs infused in the lyrics. They demand a formal public apology and that the partnership be terminated. 2 hours later, they severed ties.
Yeah.
Crazy.
How much money did they make in the first place?
And the guy had the people who created it had over 500,000 listeners every month, and that's just crazy.
Yep.
So just keep doing it, where he does it and make the money there. But yeah, it's crazy. 10 million TikTok followers.
Yeah. Can you imagine what we could do with 10 million followers?
Yeah, get all kinds of bad stuff put about us like this. And
Exactly. Free publicity.
yeah, it's just crazy. So, okay.
Well, I chose the word of the week strictly because of your friend Al.
Did you?
Yes. Word of the week is assiduous.
No, it isn't.
Sure it is.
No, it isn't. That's not how you pronounce that.
How do you pronounce it?
Ass.
Assiduous?
Just ass.
It means showing great care and perseverance. After the assiduous study of Steve's friend Al, it was determined he cannot rap.
Assiduous.
It's actually assiduous is how you pronounce it. It's not
Assiduous?
assiduous. Yeah, it's assiduous.
Do it again.
Assiduous.
Here, I think I can.
I hear it, but why is it? There's no T in it. It's two S's.
Assiduous.
Assiduous.
Assiduous. You said assiduous. Assiduous.
Assiduous.
Assiduous.
The vowel sounds.
All right, that makes more sense. Assiduous.
Assiduous.
You're getting the vowel sound wrong.
Okay.
Assiduous.
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 After the assiduous study of Steve's friend Al, it was
Assiduous.
determined he cannot rap.
Assid-
And this lady can't
Assiduous.
rap either. You can make it go away now.
It's a compliment.
Assiduous. Assiduous. Assiduous.
You're not
Assiduous.
taking great care and perseverance. You're being
Assiduous.
annoying.
Assiduous. Assiduous. Assiduous.
So with that, do you want to say thank you for watching?
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
Assiduous.
it's a bad life decision because Steve is stuck. He's on a loop.
Assiduous. Assiduous.
Please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels. Go down to whathappened.world. From there, you can see what Scott posted. So what did you post from the game?
Assiduous.
No, I posted from the weddings and a few other things.
Cool. Did you get any of the first look pictures up there?
You do not interrupt that stuff.
Assiduous.
And with all the rain, I did not go out and take pictures of the people in the rain. That was just not going to happen.
From the bus, you can take pictures of people. Here I am dry.
Yeah.
All these poor people, but that's supposed to be good luck, right?
I could have done a picture of trying to see them outside because when they came in, they were all wet and all the windows immediately fogged up.
Assiduous.
What were you guys doing in that bus?
Yeah, exactly.
Assiduous.
Put 24 people in a bus that is all wet.
Assiduous.
Did you have beach
All right.
towels for them?
No, I didn't. They all had their own stuff.
That's cool. That's the kind of thing where you want a beach towel.
Assiduous.
All right, Steve, finish it up.
So with that, I'd like to say thank you for watching. And if you feel our shows are a bad life decision, please subscribe, like, watch our other shows and channels.
We had already done that part.
Be genuinely positive.
Be genuinely positive. Live life. Live and love life. Now you got me laughing so hard. And please
All
have
right,
a good
live
one.
every day. Live every day, and we'll see you on the next show. Now do it.
Be genuinely positive. Live and love life. And
Assiduous.
have a good one.
Be crazy. And what you still amaze me.